So you're single. Welcome to the club. Membership fee, existential dread. Kidding, kind of. But seriously, being single is a unique experience that comes with its own set of challenges and rewards. It's a journey that many of us are on, and it's worth exploring what it really means to be single in today's world. Let's be real, being single can be tough. There are moments when it feels like everyone else has it all figured out, and you're just left wondering what went wrong. The pressure to find a partner can be overwhelming, especially when it seems like society is constantly reminding you that you're supposed to be in a relationship. Especially when your grandma won't stop asking when you'll settle down. It's like every family gathering turns into an interrogation about your love life. And let's not forget the unsolicited advice from well-meaning relatives who think they know exactly what you need to do to find the one. And your Instagram feed is a highlight reel of other people's seemingly perfect relationships. It's hard not to compare yourself to those picture-perfect couples who seem to have it all, but remember, social media is just a curated version of reality. Behind those smiling photos, there are real people with real problems. Being single isn't a life sentence. It's an opportunity to focus on yourself, to grow, and to discover what truly makes you happy. It's a time to invest in your passions, to build your career, and to create a life that you love, independent of anyone else. It's just a temporary, hopefully, state of being, and even if it lasts longer than you'd like, it doesn't mean you're any less valuable or worthy of love. It's important to remember that your worth isn't defined by your relationship status. And honestly, it can be pretty awesome. Think about all the things you can do without having to consider someone else's schedule or preferences. You can dance like no one's watching, take spontaneous trips, and enjoy the freedom that comes with being single. Think about it. No in-laws, no sharing food, and complete freedom to binge-watch bad reality TV in your pajamas. You get to make all the decisions, big and small, without having to compromise. It's a level of autonomy that can be incredibly liberating. And complete freedom to binge-watch bad reality TV in your pajamas. You can indulge in your guilty pleasures without judgment, and you don't have to share the remote with anyone. It's the little things that can make being single so enjoyable. Still, we all crave connection. It's a fundamental human need to want to share our lives with someone else. The desire for companionship and intimacy is natural, and it's okay to acknowledge that being single can sometimes feel lonely. So why are so many of us still riding solo in the age of Tinder and endless online dating options? With so many ways to meet people, it seems like finding a partner should be easier than ever. But the reality is that dating apps can be overwhelming and frustrating, and they don't always lead to meaningful connections. Let's dive into the science behind why you might still be single and how to change that, if you want. There are many factors at play, from psychological and emotional barriers to societal pressures and personal preferences. Understanding these factors can help you navigate the dating world with more confidence and clarity. So, stay tuned as we explore the complexities of modern dating and how you can find the love you're looking for. Okay, let's address the elephant in the room. No, not your Aunt Susan's new boyfriend. We're talking about the chaotic world of modern dating. Modern dating is a jungle out there. It's a wild, unpredictable, and often confusing landscape. Remember when people actually met organically, like in real life? You know, those spontaneous encounters at a coffee shop or a park where you just clicked with someone. Now it's all about algorithms and carefully curated dating profiles. We rely on technology to find love, swiping left and right, hoping to find that perfect match. We're bombarded with endless options, which ironically makes it harder to choose. It's like being at an all-you-can-eat buffet with too many dishes to pick from. It's like trying to pick a cereal at the grocery store. Too much choice leads to decision paralysis. You stand there, staring at the shelves, unable to make a decision because there are just too many options. Plus, social media creates unrealistic expectations. We see these picture-perfect moments and start to believe that everyone else has it all figured out. Everyone seems to be living their best couple goals life, making us feel inadequate in comparison. We start to question our own relationships and wonder why we can't have what they have. But fear not. Understanding these challenges is the first step to navigating them. By recognizing the pitfalls of modern dating, we can start to make more informed choices. So let's stop blaming the dating apps. Okay, maybe just a little, and look inward. It's time to reflect on what we truly want and need in a partner. Have honest conversations with yourself and others about your expectations and desires. Seek out meaningful connections rather than superficial ones. And sometimes it's okay to take a break from the apps. Give yourself the space to meet people in real life, to have those organic moments that technology can't replicate. Engage in activities you love. Join clubs or groups that interest you and put yourself out there in environments where you can meet like-minded individuals. Remember, the key to successful dating is being true to yourself. Embrace your individuality and don't be afraid to show the real you. At the end of the day, finding love is about connection, understanding, and being open to the possibilities. So take a deep breath, stay positive, and keep an open heart. The journey of modern dating may be a mess, but with the right mindset and approach, it can also be an exciting adventure. Here's to finding love in the digital age. Ever wonder why you keep attracting the same type of person? Blame your attachment style. This psychological theory suggests we develop patterns of relating to others based on our early childhood experiences. And guess what? These patterns can seriously impact our romantic relationships, or lack thereof. Maybe you're avoidant, fearing intimacy and pushing people away, or perhaps you're anxious, constantly needing reassurance and validation. There's also secure attachment, which is like winning the attachment style lottery. These folks are comfortable with intimacy and independence, basically relationship unicorns. Don't worry, your attachment style isn't set in stone. By understanding your patterns, you can start to break unhealthy cycles and build healthier relationships. Dating app disasters. We've all been there. Whether you're a seasoned swiper or a newbie to the world of online dating, we've all faced those moments that make us question our life choices. Let's take a break from the science and laugh at ourselves for a sec, because sometimes the best way to cope with the chaos of dating apps is to find the humor in it. Dating apps, the source of both endless entertainment and utter despair. One moment, you're swiping through potential matches with hope and excitement, and the next, you're left wondering why you even bother. We've all experienced the awkward first messages, those cringe-worthy icebreakers that make you want to hide under a rock. You know, the ones that start with a simple, "Hey," and go nowhere fast. The ghosting, the catfish. It's like navigating a minefield of potential heartbreaks and disappointments. One minute you're having a great conversation and the next they've vanished into thin air. It's a jungle out there, folks, a wild, unpredictable jungle where you never know what you're going to get. Sometimes it feels like you're just wandering aimlessly, hoping to find a connection. Remember that time you matched with someone who looked suspiciously like your high school gym teacher? Yeah, that was awkward. Or when you realized halfway through a conversation that you were actually talking to your cousin? Double awkward. Or when you spent hours crafting the perfect opening line, trying to be witty and charming, only to have it fall flat. You agonize over every word, hoping to make a great first impression, only to receive a thumbs up emoji in response. It's like a punch to the gut. All that effort and that's all you get? It's enough to make you want to throw your phone out the window? Yeah, we've been there too. We've all had those moments where we question if it's even worth it, but then we remember that we're not alone in this. We're all in the same boat, navigating the choppy waters of online dating. But hey, at least we have stories to tell, right? Those hilarious, cringe-worthy, and sometimes downright bizarre experiences make for great conversation starters. And who doesn't love a good dating app disaster story? And who knows, maybe someday we'll look back on these dating app disasters and laugh, or maybe just cry into our ice cream. Because at the end of the day, it's all part of the journey. So let's embrace the chaos, laugh at the absurdity, and keep swiping. Who knows, maybe the next match will be the one. Stop swiping, start doing how to actually meet people. Okay, enough about what's wrong with modern dating. Let's talk solutions. Newsflash, you don't need a dating app to find love. Remember those things called hobbies, passions, social lives. Join a club, take a class, volunteer, basically do anything that involves interacting with other human beings. You never know who you might meet while pursuing your interests. Plus, you'll be expanding your social circle and, dare I say, having fun in the process. Remember, finding a partner shouldn't feel like a chore. It's about connecting with someone who shares your interests and values. And sometimes those connections happen when you least expect them.